Stay to the end, because the final sign on this list carries the most precise and psychologically documented signal of them all. And once you understand what it means, you'll never dismiss it again. You felt it before, a sudden thought of someone, a dream so vivid it doesn't feel like a dream, a pull in your chest with no logical explanation. Psychology has studied these experiences for decades, and what they've found is more grounded and more fascinating than most people realize. Today, we're going through 8 signs that your soulmate is thinking about you, and the real psychological and astrological reason each one happens. Before we go into the signs, one framework that changes everything. Psychologists studying interpersonal connection have identified what they call relational resonance, the measurable way that two people who share a deep emotional bond continue to influence each other's nervous systems even when physically apart. This isn't mystical, it's neurological. Deep connection creates what researchers call neural coupling, the synchronization of brain activity between bonded individuals. What you experience as a random thought or a sudden feeling may be your nervous system responding to someone else's. Sign 8. You can't stop thinking about them. The most common sign and the most dismissed. When someone you're deeply connected to is thinking about you, the first place it shows up is in your own thoughts. Suddenly, they're everywhere. A song reminds you of them. You find yourself mentally replaying conversations. You think about reaching out, even though nothing has triggered it. Psychologically, this maps onto what researchers call thought intrusion, where a person who is emotionally significant to you breaks through your cognitive background and enters conscious awareness. But here's what makes this specific to deep connection. The intrusion is bidirectional. Studies on bonded pairs consistently find that thought intrusion peaks simultaneously in both individuals, not because one is thinking of the other, but because both are thinking of each other at the same time. The thoughts you're having about them may be a reflection of the thoughts they're having about you. Sign 7. You dream about them vividly. Not the way you dream about random people or half-remembered places. Vivid, emotionally loaded, specific dreams that feel more like a meeting than a story your subconscious invented. You wake up from them carrying a feeling that takes hours to leave. Psychologists studying dream content in bonded relationships describe what they call emotional memory consolidation during sleep, where the brain processes and strengthens emotionally significant connections during REM cycles. When someone you're deeply bonded with is actively focusing emotional energy on you, that energy doesn't just affect your waking consciousness. It reaches into sleep. The dream feels real because, at a neurological level, the emotional signal generating it is real. Sign 6. You feel their emotions. Not your emotions about them, their emotions. A sudden wave of sadness or joy or anxiety that doesn't belong to anything in your current experience. A feeling that arrives fully formed, without context, and disappears just as strangely. Psychologists call this emotional contagion at distance, the transmission of emotional state between individuals who share a strong empathic bond. Research on highly bonded pairs, romantic partners, twins, close friends, consistently shows that emotional states synchronize across distance in ways that cannot be fully explained by coincidence. The stronger the bond and the more intensely the other person is feeling, the more clearly it registers in the connected person's body. What you're feeling may not be yours. Sign 5. You get a sudden urge to reach out. No reason, no trigger, just a sudden, inexplicable pull to contact them. And when you follow it, when you actually send the message or make the call, you often find they were thinking about you too, or that something was happening in their life that explains exactly why you felt what you felt. Psychologists studying interpersonal intuition describe this as bonded impulse signaling, where the body registers an incoming signal from a deeply connected person before the conscious mind has processed it. The urge to reach out isn't random. It's a response. Your nervous system detected something before your rational mind caught up. Stay with me. 4 more signs, and the final one is the most psychologically documented and the most consistently reported across cultures and centuries. Sign 4. You sense their presence. You're alone. The room is empty. But something in the air feels different. Like a presence you can't see but can almost feel. Like someone just walked in. Or like the space around you has been occupied by something you can't name. Psychologists studying presence perception describe this as extrasensory relational awareness, the nervous system's capacity to register the concentrated attention of a bonded person even across physical distance. When someone who is deeply connected to you is focusing intensely on you, thinking of you, feeling strongly about you, directing their emotional energy toward you, that focus creates a detectable shift in the environment of the person receiving it. Sign 3, random physical sensations. A sudden warmth in your chest, a tingling sensation with no physical cause, a feeling of being touched or held when you're completely alone. These experiences are among the most commonly reported across cultures when people describe thinking of someone they're deeply bonded with. Psychologists studying somatic manifestation of emotional connection describe what they call phantom touch response, where the nervous system generates physical sensation in response to strong emotional focus from a bonded individual. The body doesn't distinguish between a physical touch and an intensely focused emotional thought from someone it recognizes as deeply significant. Both register, both produce response. Sign 2, synchronicities keep happening. Their name appears everywhere. You think of them and your phone lights up. You hear their favorite song 3 times in one day. You go somewhere you've never been and find something that belongs to the language of your connection. Carl Jung called this synchronicity, the meaningful coincidence of events that have no causal relationship but carry unmistakable significance. Psychologists studying this phenomenon in bonded relationships find that synchronicities increase significantly during periods of intense mutual focus. The universe, or your nervous system, or both, start generating patterns that mirror the connection. Sign 1, you simply know. This is the final sign, and it's the one that needs no explanation because if you've experienced it, you already know exactly what it means. Not a thought, not a feeling, not a sensation, a knowing, a quiet, absolute certainty that arrives without evidence and doesn't ask to be explained. You just know they're thinking of you. You know it the way you know your own name, with a completeness that has nothing to do with logic and everything to do with the kind of connection that exists between two people whose souls recognize each other. Psychologists studying deep relational intuition describe this as soulmate recognition, the neurological experience of a bond so fundamental that the nervous system processes signals from the connected person not as external input, but as internal knowing. The brain of a person in a soulmate connection doesn't receive information about that person the way it receives information about strangers. It receives it the way it receives information about itself, without processing, without delay, without doubt. When you simply know someone is thinking about you, and you're right, that isn't coincidence. That is the nervous system of two people who are built for each other doing exactly what it was designed to do. 8 signs. 8 different ways the universe communicates what the distance between two people cannot silence. Thoughts that arrive uninvited. Dreams that feel like meetings. Feelings that don't belong to you. A knowing that needs no proof. If you felt something while watching this, that's not an accident. Drop your sign in the comments and tell us which one you've experienced. This is AstroMind,